Time to do a therapy segment where advice is needed for someone's problem. There's a problem in your life and it's keeping you up. I know. You need to send your problem to us so we can get everybody's opinion. Tony Scott Show page at kmjm.com. Click that Therapy with Tony button. To the form page you go, where you put your name and your email address and your problem in the big box, and then just click submit. That's all you got to do. Dear Tony, I'm 29, happily married, have 2 great sons, make good money, have my dream house. There's nothing that my family needs or wants. I pay all the bills and I provide everything they need. My wife is a stay-at-home mom and a good mother, and we've been together for 9 years and married for 5. Every Saturday morning, I take my sons with me to the gym. Saturday afternoons, we take the boys to their grandparents' house to spend some time with them. And then my wife and myself would go out to dinner, catch a movie, go over a friend's house to play cards, go bowling, or maybe even go home and make our own movie. For the past 2 or 3 Saturdays, she wasn't herself. She was yelling all the time, getting an attitude. She didn't feel like having sex anymore. I took her home that Saturday afternoon to have a serious talk about what's going on. She said that I do not allow her to go out with her friends, 2 of them, and she wants to go out with them on Friday and Saturday nights. I told her the last time you went out with them, you didn't come back till 6:45 in the morning. Both of them are not married, and both of them are running around, sleeping with everybody, getting into fights at clubs with other ladies because they are sleeping with their husbands. She got mad and she left. She left her phone. It rang, and I've never answered her phone, but I answered her phone this time, and the person hung up. I called the number back, and it was a guy. I asked him who he was calling. He said he was calling my wife. He said her friend introduced them a month ago, and they'd been messing around for 2 weeks. They'd been meeting over her friend's house for the past 2 Saturdays. He said that she never told him that she was married. I waited up all night for her to come home, and she finally came home Sunday morning around 7:15. I asked her about all this, and she admitted to everything. She said she was tired of staying home. She wanted to try something different. She's been with me since she was 19, and her friends were having fun, and she wasn't. I told her to go be with your friends, take all your clothes, and I will file for divorce. A year later, the divorce is final. Now, 3 months ago, while playing with my sons in the backyard, I get a call from her mother telling me that my ex-wife is in the emergency room. I took the boys to my parents and I rushed to see her. I didn't even recognize her. Someone had beaten her so bad that her entire face was swollen. She barely opened her eyes and she started crying when she saw me. She said in a very soft voice that I realized that I made a big mistake and I know I screwed up and lost a really good man and I deserve everything that's happened to me. One of her friends just tested positive for HIV. The other one's in jail for theft. She is back with her mother and begging me to give her a second chance. I admit that I will always love this woman, but she hurt me so bad and the pain is still there. I cannot be a fool. I have my pride. She asked me could I take her out Saturday night to our favorite eating spot? I said no. How can I tell her it will never be you and me again? Well, you just tell her. You need to just tell her. It's going to seem like you're piling on, but if you're not being truthful with her, then you're not being fair. And if the truth is you don't want to get back with her, well, that's okay. Just tell her it ain't going to happen. Now, having said that, if it's only your pride keeping you from taking this woman back, man, come on. You'll always love this woman. That's what you said. She's the mother of your children. Take her back if you still love her. Go to counseling. But if you don't want her back, that's cool too. You just need to be honest with her and don't lead her on. That's my advice. What do you think? 556-6104. We'll hear from Tammy coming up next.